This memo, prepared by Free CT members and individuals impacted by probation and parole reform, is intended for Connecticut legislators. We provide examples of policy changes enacted in other states to enhance transparency and implement responsible changes to parole and probation. Our policy reform options are sourced from the National Conference of State Legislatures. NCSL serves all U.S. states, commonwealths, territories, and D.C. by providing bipartisan policy research and technical assistance to state legislators and staff. We categorize policy-focused reform into three types: graduated sanctions, punitive fallback, and hybrid states. Graduated sanctions states, like California and Washington, prioritize short, capped terms and proportional responses to technical violations. Alabama is classified as a hybrid state. For nonviolent probation violations, courts may order up to 45 days in prison. Parole officers can impose short jail stays of 2 to 3 days, capped at 6 days per month. Arkansas is a hybrid state. Probation violations can result in short jail stays up to 7 days or longer incarceration up to 180 days. Parolees face graduated sanctions first, delaying immediate revocation. California is a graduated sanctions state. Probation and parole officers can use short, quick jail stays, often 1 to 10 days, to address violations without disrupting work and family. Colorado is a hybrid state, where parole officers may impose up to 14 days in county jail. Delaware is a graduated sanctions state. Probation jail time for technical violations is capped at 10 days per year. Florida, a hybrid state, allows officers to impose 5 or 21-day jail stays and courts up to 90 days. Hawaii, a punitive fallback state, confines a parole violation for no more than 6 months if parole is revoked. Idaho, a graduated sanctions state, uses swift, certain, and graduated sanctions without a hearing, limiting jail sanctions to 3 consecutive days. Kansas, also graduated sanctions, caps officer-imposed jail sanctions at 18 total days. Kentucky is a graduated sanctions state. Parole and probation violations are capped at 60 days per year maximum. Sanctions should be scheduled to avoid work disruption when possible. Louisiana, a graduated sanctions state, caps administrative sanctions at 10 days per violation and 60 days per year. Lower-level violations may not result in jail. Courts impose tiered jail caps for probation violations. Maine is a punitive fallback state where probation officers may hold someone for up to 90 days for non-criminal violations. Maryland, a graduated sanctions state, caps technical parole and probation violations at 15, 30, or 45 days based on recurrence. Michigan, a hybrid state, caps technical probation violations at 30 days per violation until the third violation. Parole allows up to 60 days of confinement without revocation. Minnesota, a graduated sanctions state, does not allow jail for probation violation sanctions. Mississippi is a punitive fallback state. Technical violations can result in 90, 120, or 180 days, or a full sentence for the third violation. Missouri, a graduated sanctions state, caps detention at 360 hours per year. Montana, a hybrid state, uses an incentives and interventions grid, with jail ranging from 72 hours to 30 days. Nebraska, a graduated sanctions state, caps custodial probation sanctions at 30 days maximum, with 3 days for lower-level responses. Nevada, a hybrid state, uses tiered caps of 30, 90, or 180 days for repeated technical violations. New Hampshire, a graduated sanctions state, allows officers to impose 1 to 7 day jail sanctions. North Carolina, a hybrid state, allows courts to impose 2 90-day confinement periods before revocation. North Dakota, a graduated sanctions state, allows up to 5 48-hour jail stays per year. Ohio, a punitive fallback state, caps technical violations at 90 or 180 days. Oklahoma, a punitive fallback state, allows up to 6 months in an intermediate revocation facility for suspended sentence violations. Oregon, a hybrid state, limits probation jail sanctions to 60 days per violation. Pennsylvania, a graduated sanctions state, allows swift parole sanctions up to 7 days without revocation. South Carolina, a punitive fallback state, allows placement in a community control center instead of revocation. South Dakota, a graduated sanctions state, allows officers to impose up to 48 hours for probation violations with supervisor approval. Texas, a punitive fallback state, may include 60 to 180 days in county jail for parole modifications. Utah, a graduated sanctions state, limits jail sanctions to 3 consecutive days, with a 5-day monthly maximum. Vermont, a hybrid state, allows administrative sanctions but no jail without formal revocation. Virginia, a punitive fallback state, allows up to 14 days in jail for a second technical violation. Washington, a graduated sanctions state, caps low-level violations at 3 days. West Virginia is a punitive fallback state. Wisconsin is a hybrid state. Wyoming is a graduated sanctions state. These states also have statutory language addressing limitations on incarceration for technical violations. The links in these slides direct users to state statutes from sources like state judicial branch listings and Justia. You can scan to view additional data, reports, and information related to free CT and probation and parole reform.